Hello everybody, it's Several4 for the weekly update. A few things today. First off, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is finally done. I finished the main story on Friday, and everything is uploaded. I might still do bonus episodes with some of the battle simulator and Coliseum battles, but aside from that, everything's done. So it's kind of crazy that it's over now, but I've been doing that Let's Play for a long time. 137 videos. So right now, the schedule is going to be Paranormacite taking the main upload blocks. If I do Final Fantasy VII Rebirth bonus videos, they'll most likely be uploaded on Wednesday. But until I do that, Paranormacite is going to be the main Let's Play for now, and we'll see where we go from there. If you haven't been following Paranormacite, I really recommend it. It's great stuff. It's so fun, and it's so interesting. Anyway, other things. So last week was stressful for everybody. It doesn't matter who you voted for. I think it was stressful for everybody. I'm not going to talk about the election results, but I just want to say that address just the fact that a lot of people are panicking, a lot of people are stressed out, and that's okay. That's a normal reaction to events that are traumatic for you. Just making sure there's nothing else. Before I talk about other things, I got Mario Brothers ship. I got some keychains with that, and I did an art for John's birthday. And okay, so we can talk about the main thing. So yeah, it's stressful, and if don't let people tell you how you should process stress. Because everybody processes it differently, and if you're having more trouble than other people, that's fine. But just, I guess, advice on my end of ways to healthily process stress, or at least not make things worse for yourself or the people around you. One is that a normal reaction people have, like a knee-jerk reaction, is just to find someone to attack, to blame things on. It doesn't help. It might make you feel better in the short run, but it doesn't help. Especially since, from personal experience, a lot of the times people just jump to blaming the Jews for everything. And that's not cool. I was walking out of the mall the other day, on Thursday night. I passed by a group of young teenagers, and heading for another store there, and I just hear from behind me, "Oh, hey, look, that's a Jewish person." And I just picked my pace a little bit, because you don't know what that's going to mean. And there have been violent things happening to Jewish people every day, in America and Europe. So yeah, it's just kind of scary. But I use that to illustrate that basically just, try to, you can be upset, but try not to look for people to attack, because it's not conducive to any solutions. Second is, everybody around you is probably stressed out too. They're not your enemy. In your quest to not find people to attack, your friends aren't your enemies here. And it might feel important that everybody feels the same degree of distress that you do over things, but you can't fault people for processing things differently than you. And again, it's completely valid how you are processing things, and if you are very scared, that's understandable and that's fine. But if other people aren't as scared or outraged or whatever as you, let them let them be that way, because what they're projecting outward, especially on social media, might not be how they're feeling inside. They just might not want to express it for whatever reason, and forcing them to do so is not good. It's not respectful, and it's not good. So, don't make people feel like they have to act, because then they're going to be less likely to want to help you if you put them in positions where they feel are being made uncomfortable. And that's kind of the same thing for people that agree with you, but especially also for people that don't agree with you. Person is less likely to come around to your side if you call them a murderer or a racist or worse things. It's a thing that'll make you feel better and say, I'm not one of these things. But people don't respond to that by saying, oh my goodness, this person is calling me so many horrible things. I must change myself and listen to their side. It's usually, this person who I don't know is calling me things that they don't know about. I am going to now dig into my position and become even worse than I would have been, and take even worse positions, because that's just how the human psyche works when it's attacked. But yeah, it's hard to start a dialogue with people, and it's hard to find ways to reach them in productive manners. But, just remember that if somebody comes to you and says these things, think about how you would react to that. Realistically, don't be like, well, of course I would listen to criticism. If someone comes to you and says, you are a murderer, you kill babies, whatever, you're probably not going to be like, maybe they have a point. So yeah, just consider the ways that you try to engage with people. And the last thing really is, I think the most important, is just be kind to yourself. Whether you feel that you need to engage with people on social media or in your lives around you, you are constantly engaging with yourself. So it's something that is unavoidable, even if you can avoid everything else. Just be kind to yourself. Just remember, you made it through this past week. You made it through the past however many years of your life. Definitely at least the past 12 years of ups and downs. Or 8 years, I guess, of ups and downs. And you're going to make it through the coming 4 years and beyond, really. And again, I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to be easy. Life is full of challenges, no matter who is in charge. And the challenges might not even come from a political environment. But just remember that you have had the strength to get through things. And just be kind to yourself. Take the time that you need to detox from what you need to do. If you need to take time off the internet, you can do it. There's absolutely no obligation for you to stay plugged in all the time. It's just not something people can do. And if you need someone's permission, I'm giving you permission to just say, I've had about enough of this for a while. I'm going to just focus on something else. And you don't let people guilt you into thinking that you have to always be angry all the time, because that's not fair to you. And you are not useful if you are drained. So if you think that it's a waste of time or a waste of opportunity to take the time you need to just recuperate your mental health, just remember that in the long run, if you are running on fumes, you're not only going to be a burden to yourself, you're going to be a burden to those people around you. It's just going to make things worse. And that's not a fun thing to think about, but it's the truth. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to the people around you. It's scary times. We don't know what's coming up for anybody. It's always up in the air how things are going to take place. But, it's very important right now to maintain a sense of community and just keep yourself healthy in whatever ways you can. And, once you take care of yourself, then you can take care of the people around you. And, even if you can't affect things on a large scale, just keep doing things for whatever sphere of influence you have. It could be one person, it could be 10 people, it could be 100 people. Just keep doing things for the people around you. And the influence that will have on their circles will change their perspectives on how to deal with things. And instead of making a whole bunch of depressed, hopeless people, you can create a community of giving and caring. But it takes work. But all you need to do to start is just nice things to the people around you. Say nice things to the people that you see. Reassure them. Check in on friends that you think might be hurting. It doesn't have to be a long conversation. Just be like, hey, I'm thinking about you over there. Sending good vibes. And if you want to just try to find somebody each day to send good vibes to, if you want to make that, like, if you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't have any influence, find one person every day to send good vibes to, to either a DM or a tweet or whatever. Just say like, hey, thinking about you, sending good vibes over there. And next week, I want you to report in, not to who you said to, but just say, hey, I tried this past week. I kind of want to see, but you don't have to. If you're embarrassed of how much, or of you doing anything, you don't have to say anything. And honestly, like that's also big. Like sometimes you don't feel that you're getting anywhere because everything on social media makes you feel like everything has to be publicized all the time. It doesn't. People really appreciate the private moments. Not the tweets that everyone else can see saying, I care about you, even though that's cool too. It's cool to shout out from the rooftops that this person is nice. But it's the private moments that no one else sees that really count the most. So try to do just a little bit. You don't have to make a whole paragraph. You don't have to be a conversationalist. They don't even have to answer you. Just make sure that you tell somebody at least once a day that you're thinking about them and that you're rooting for them. Because I know it'll make a difference on their mental health, and it'll make a difference on your mental health. That you know that you're doing something. Everyone needs to feel like they're doing something, because when you're not, then it feels like you're negatively affecting things. So again, just that something doesn't have to be a grand gesture. And I hope that you continue surviving. I know you will. I believe in you. And I have faith that not only you're going to get through this, but everyone will. But we just have to hang in there, take care of ourselves, and make sure just to make our communities a good place to be in, a safe place for the people that need it, and just keep on considering the people around you. That's all I ask. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.